Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Meghna Deka, and this is the Election Premier League. Well, first up on the bulletin, of course, we are going to be speaking about Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal. His arrest has given India allies a rallying point. Well, there have been nationwide protests that you can see on your screens being taken out by the supporters of not just Aap, but also its alliance partners in the India Bloc. In fact, a multi-party delegation also met the Election Commission of India to raise this issue with it and issued a joint statement against the alleged misuse of the agencies against the opposition. Listen in.
जिस प्रकार का गैरकानूनी एक्शन लिया गया है वो भी लेट रात को लिया गया था। एकजुट होके इस मामले में गए हैं। हमने चुनाव आयोग के साथ विस्तृत रूप से वार्तालाप किया। ये सिर्फ एक व्यक्ति या व्यक्ति विशेष या पार्टी विशेष का मुद्दा नहीं है। ये मुद्दा व्यापक इसलिए है क्योंकि ये सीधा संबंध रखता है भारत के संविधान के मूल ढांचे से, जिसको आप बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर कहते हैं।
Well, the support was also visible on the streets of India. TMC, the DMK, the left and even the Congress, all of them came out with banners and placards saying, "I stand with Kejriwal." From Kolkata to Chennai to Bengaluru and Kerala, there was collective outrage against the crackdown. The foot soldiers took a cue from their bosses, who steadfastly backed the BJP on it. Watch this.
The arrest of Kejriwal is only through threat. There is no evidence to arrest Mr. Kejriwal. I don't know why they were arrested. See, it is undemocratic and it shows that this government is a dictatorial government.
He becomes the finance minister. So whenever it suits you, you're misusing. We are condemning. How can you arrest a sitting chief minister? You had Manish Sisodia for 1 year. Where is the trial? The trial is not taking place, but the person is condemned for life. This is because Aam Aadmi is getting powerful in Punjab, Delhi and Haryana. You want to ensure that they don't win without the leader. So you're trying to clip off the leader. They are object to it. I'm sure the people of India are watching this and they'll give a apt reply with the 2024 election is by sending BJP home.
एक बात तो स्पष्ट हो गई है, एक पॉपुलर चीफ मिनिस्टर है, इलेक्टेड चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं दिल्ली के, और उनके खिलाफ जो कार्रवाई चल रही थी एक कुछ नहीं है, एक पॉलिटिकल विच हंट है। और ये भी साबित करता है कि केंद्र सरकार जो बड़ी बड़ी दावे कर रही है कि 400 सीट से ज्यादा उनको मिलने वाली है, वो शायद सिंपल मेजोरिटी भी ना ला पाए। इस वजह से वो आइदर ऑपोजिशन को साइलेंट करने की कोशिश कर रही है या उनको गिरफ्तार कर रही है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी खुद घबराई हुई है, वो कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है और वो जानती है कि देश की जनता उनको बाहर का रास्ता दिखाने वाली है।
आज जब चुनाव नजदीक है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी साम दाम दंड भेद से किसी भी हाल में सत्ता हासिल करना चाहती है। इसलिए माननीय अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की गिरफ्तारी की गई है, जिससे वो फिर चुनाव प्रचार न कर सके, भाजपा के खिलाफ मैदान में कोई ना हो। भाजपा विपक्ष विहीन लोकतंत्र चाहता है, जो इस देश के संविधान और लोकतंत्र के लिए अच्छे संकेत नहीं है। समाजवादी पार्टी माननीय अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के साथ मजबूती से खड़ी। भारतीय जनता पार्टी में जो शामिल हो जाएगा, जो भाजपा की वॉशिंग मशीन में धुल जाएगा, उस पर कोई कार्रवाई नहीं होती, उनकी फाइलें तक गायब हो जाती। तो ये पूरा देश देख रहा है कि भाजपा कैसे एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग करके इस लोकसभा के चुनाव को जीतना चाहती है।
However, the Congress seems to have been caught blind over the collective stand on this issue. Now, Neeraj Basoya of the Congress party tweeting saying that those who abused Sheila Dikshit and Sonia Gandhi are now paying the price for the rampant corruption. Meanwhile, Sukhpal Singh Khera, who was arrested in Punjab under the Aap government in what he said was a false case, has also lashed out. In a series of posts on social media platform, he's called it, and I quote, a major setback to the so-called Kattar Imandars.
There's a saying that you will reap what you sow. So this man, Arvind Kejriwal and all these other Aam Aadmi Party leaders are crying foul now and alleging that ED and CBI are being misused in Delhi by the BJP. Now let me also say again that yes, I do agree that these agencies are being misused by the BJP, but what have these people done in Punjab? In Punjab, they have crossed all limits to misuse the Punjab Police and the Punjab Vigilance Bureau to settle scores with their personal opponents. You know, they sent the Delhi police to arrest one man from Delhi. just because he made he spoke something or tweeted against Kejriwal. And he said, I will withdraw it and go to the lower court because anything happens in Punjab, all these people are mute spectators.
इनकी कोई भी इन बातों में ना आए, क्योंकि हमें पता है पंजाब में किस तरीके से केजरीवाल ये कहते थे, दिल्ली तो मेरे पास सरकार नहीं है पूरी और पंजाब में मैं अपना मॉडल चलाऊंगा। ये पंजाब में जो रियल स्टेट में लूट, जो लिकर में लूट, जो सैंड में लूट, तो अब दूसरी राघव चड्ढा साहब जो इनके बेटे बने हुए थे, आप सब जानते हैं, आज एक भी मेंबर पार्लियामेंट राज्यसभा का दिख नहीं रहा कहां है, क्योंकि सबकी जन्म कुंडली बीजेपी के पास है कि क्या क्या ये बड़े बड़े लोग क्या क्या करते हैं इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट।
Well, the BJP has further pointed out that it was in fact the Congress party that had filed a complaint with the Delhi Police Commissioner, this was way back in 2022, to seek a probe in the excise policy case. Taking on the grand old party for its vehement support of the Aam Aadmi Party today, the BJP says that the same people who were loudest in seeking arrest are now questioning it. Watch this.
Once again, the mindset of the Congress that it thinks that it is above Samvidhan, it is above rules and laws, that it can break the laws and then it should not even be penalized like the common man has to go through the income tax notices. That shows the Ahankari mindset of the Congress. A demand notice of 105 crores, there was interest also added to it. They challenged it, they got no relief, they had to deposit 20%. They kept challenging it and they got no relief even from the High Court. In fact, on 13th March 2024, the High Court said that why have you not taken the right steps at the right time? And after that, they have still accused the Congress or the BJP and the central government that their account has been frozen. Now today the High Court has clarified once again that whatever has happened as per the law.
But let me go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, Charu Pragya, spokesperson with the BJP. Rohan Mitra joins us, a political analyst. Uma Sisodia is also there with us, a leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. Uma Sisodia, I'm going to come to you first because it is at our darkest hours that one would say that your friendship ties are really being tested. Now, this is going to be a litmus test for the India alliance. क्या कांग्रेस आपके साथ है या आपके खिलाफ है?
देखिए, जो कुछ भी इस समय देश में चल रहा है और जो कुछ भी इस समय हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से अरविंद केजरीवाल को रात के 10:30 बजे ईडी पहुंचती है, ये कहकर के हम लोग सम्मन देने जा रहे हैं और उसके बाद हम देखते हैं कि एक चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री की गिरफ्तारी हो जाती है। लोकतंत्र की जिस तरीके से हत्या हो रही है वो इस समय पूरा देश देख रहा है। और रही बात बीजेपी की, बीजेपी को देखिए 2024 का चुनाव जीतना है, साम दाम दंड भेद करके कुछ भी करके उनको ये चुनाव जीतना है। चाहे इस चुनाव को जीतने के लिए आप लोग सरकारी मशीनरी का दुरुपयोग करें, चाहे आप ईवीएम का दुरुपयोग करें।
तो बीजेपी आपके खिलाफ है, आप बोल रहे हो, मगर मैंने तो आपको प्रश्न पूछा कांग्रेस के ऊपर, वो क्या आपके साथ है या वो तब आपके अगेंस्ट है 2022 में जब आपके अगेंस्ट उन्होंने पुलिस कमीशन को एक लेटर लिखा, अरविंद केजरीवाल का अरेस्ट भी मांगा था, आज वो सॉलिडारिटी मार्च कर रहे हैं।
इस क्वेश्चन का मैं जवाब बिल्कुल देना चाहूंगी। देखिए, राजनीति जो होती है आप सबको, सभी लोग इस बात को जानते हैं।
Well, that's an unfortunate time for the network to have now. Really, unfortunately, it is something that we'll have to work on right now. But we'll definitely get back to Uma Sisodia and get her take as to why she thinks that it's okay. From 2022 to 2024, Congress having changed its stand on Aam Aadmi Party. But perhaps Charu Pragya, you could explain some of it. You've always opposed the Aap Aadmi Party, but then today, all of your, if you can call it, your enemy and your friends today are all now going to go together. Enemy's enemy becoming a friend. That's what the BJP seems to have done. United the alliance partners.
In fact, I disagree with you, Meghna, because the alliance partners are not really united. And if you listen to the statements coming from several Congress MLAs in Punjab, they are very clearly still firmly against the Aam Aadmi Party. In fact, they are pointing out how Aam Aadmi Party has been misusing the police and the government machinery in the state of Punjab to target citizens elsewhere, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and otherwise. They have made a mockery of governance, frankly. They have been indulging in corruption. They have let a scam happen, according to them, because of their own convenience. They got some money through that. And now they are saying they want to run the government also from behind the bars of jail. And when they talk about the 24 elections, I want to ask them, how many seats did you win in 2019? Remind me again. 0. Absolutely 0, and that is their standing even today when it comes to national elections. So please, let's not put conjecture here when we can talk on facts. And the fact is that just a year ago, Congress was trying to take credit for an FIR being filed against the Aam Aadmi Party. Congress, Pawan Khera, actually took a press conference to say it is only because of us that the scam is being investigated. Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee chairperson Anil Kumar also wrote a letter saying that.
And let's not forget Ravneet Bittu, whom we just played out, as well as Sukhpal Khera. They've all said the same thing today. Even till date, there are those in the Congress who are against the AAP. Let me try and go back across to Uma Sisodia. आपको अगर मेरी आवाज आ रही है, would you like to clarify? Congress के आपके खिलाफ है या आपके साथ है? They can't be both. You seem to have muted yourself, ma'am. Uma Sisodia, can you please unmute yourself? Please unmute yourself, otherwise we'll be accused of muting out certain political parties. It was always good to have all the viewpoints on our channel. But Rohan Mitra, what do you make of it? We are going to get Aam Aadmi Party's understanding of why the Congress does these flip-flops. But your take on it?
Meghna, these questions are, when you ask me these questions, JDU or the JDS, for that matter, they're allowed to choose.
I am sorry to interrupt you, Rohan. I'm very sorry, but then we have some breaking news which is coming in. There's a remand copy of Arvind Kejriwal that we have managed to access. We are going to get you all the details and the salient features of that. Sagarika is joining us. Sagarika, what does it say?
So Times Now has accessed the remand copy of the Enforcement Directorate, and it's in black and white, Meghna. Page number 11, para number 6.2, line number 1. Shri Arvind Kejriwal, Chief Minister of NCT of Delhi, is the kingpin and key conspirator of the Delhi excise scam in collusion with ministers of the Delhi government, Aam Aadmi Party leaders and other persons. So this is what the ED has said. What else does the ED say? Arvind Kejriwal was involved in the conspiracy of formulation of the excise policy 2021-2022 to favor certain persons, and was also involved in demanding kickbacks from liquor businessmen in exchange of favors granting in the policy. Further, Shri Arvind Kejriwal is involved in the use of proceeds of crime thus generated in the Goa election campaign for the Aam Aadmi Party, to which he is the convener and the ultimate decision maker. The complete role of Arvind Kejriwal is summarized as the following, and this is what the ED says in its remand note, Meghna.
Thank you for that update. Let me go across to Bhavtosh Singh, who's joining us, our senior editor. You've been tracking the entire details ever since the raids and the arrest happened last night. Bhavtosh, this remand copy really brings it all together. They are not just calling him as a person who's been brought in to be questioned, but he is the kingpin, is what the ED now asserts. Why?
Yes, Meghna. In fact, this remand note has been accessed by a colleague, Rame, who in fact has been bringing us all the updates from the courtroom. And one of the points that has been raised or has been mentioned by the Enforcement Directorate, which makes it everything black and white, in fact puts out everything in clear. There is no ambiguity as far as ED is concerned. They have said that Arvind Kejriwal has been intrinsically involved in the entire conspiracy of the Delhi liquor scam, wherein the policy was drafted and implemented in a manner where certain private persons were favored and benefited in a quid pro quo of receiving kickbacks. Due to the actions of Arvind Kejriwal involving excise policy formulation, hatching the conspiracy of kickbacks with the South Group members and eventually using part of the proceeds of the crime. Basically, what the ED has said is something that was being mentioned in the previous remand notes has now been put out in Arvind Kejriwal's arrest, and they have said that the kickbacks that were taken from the South Group was eventually used as a proceeds of crime, and then part of it was used to fight elections in Goa. And they have called Arvind Kejriwal for the first time after his arrest as the main conspirator, as a key conspirator. So along with Manish Sisodia, along with Sanjay Singh, K. Kavita, Arvind Kejriwal are the 4 people who, according to the Enforcement Directorate, are the main kingpins or the main key conspirators of the alleged excise scam.
Well, let me we go across to Sagar Eka. Sagar Eka, some of the other important points, perhaps even on the other accused that Bhavtosh was naming, that of K. Kavita, who's already in custody, as well as the others.
So, Meghna, in page number 26 of this remand application, the Enforcement Directorate has said it very clearly that Aam Aadmi Party has committed the offence of money laundering through Arvind Kejriwal, and the offences thus are covered by Section 70 PMLA 2002. And what does the ED go on to say? The ED also goes on to say that when a person committing a contravention of any of the provisions of this act or any rule, direction or order made thereunder is a company, every person who at the time the contravention was committed was in charge and was responsible to the company for the conduct of the business of the company, as well as the company shall be deemed to be guilty of contravention and shall be liable to be proceeded against and be punished accordingly. So here, Meghna, in page number 26, the Enforcement Directorate in its remand application goes on to say that Aam Aadmi Party has committed the offence of money laundering through Arvind Kejriwal. So Kejriwal is the kingpin, says the Enforcement Directorate, after which it goes on to make a serious allegation against the Aam Aadmi Party, where it says that it committed money laundering through Arvind Kejriwal. Now let's go to page number 28 and tell you some more key important parts of what the Enforcement Directorate has said, and it goes on to mention why Arvind Kejriwal is responsible. In point number C, the Enforcement Directorate in its remand application says Arvind Kejriwal is the national convener of the Aam Aadmi Party and a member of Political Affairs Committee and National Executive. The National Executive would be the highest executive body of the party. It shall organize and coordinate the activities of the party at the national level. As the national convener and member of the National Executive, Arvind Kejriwal was ultimately responsible for the funds being used in the election expenses, including their generation. So another very, very scathing observation here coming in the remand application by the Enforcement Directorate.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So three big takeaways. First, that Arvind Kejriwal, as per the Enforcement Directorate, is the kingpin of the entire liquor gate scam. The ED also has said that it's not just Arvind Kejriwal who was part of money laundering. That's the next big takeaway. The money laundering was not just done by Arvind Kejriwal and his cronies, but the entire Aam Aadmi Party. The entire party was partaking of this alleged money laundering. These are the accusations that the ED has made, this demand copy which has been accessed right here on Times Now. A short break, we return in 2 minutes.